Hello, everyone. I am Jenny Terry, the Technical Career Coach for Code Louisville students. August Mapp is the Technical Career Coach for Code Kentucky students. We assist with all things career readiness related while you are a student, as well as anytime after completing the program. Today, we're going to talk about how to stay organized during the job search process. The job search process can seem very daunting. Landing a job is typically not the only thing you have on your plate. Juggling family responsibilities, maintaining current jobs, and even taking care of your mental health, all while trying to find what may be your very first tech job, can get overwhelming. So it's important to stay organized during the process. It's important to have a plan because controlling what you can will be a helpful way to keep from getting frustrated with the job search process. Write down a list of people or companies that you know you really want to work for, have heard good things about, or you're simply interested in learning more about. Check out each company's website to see what they claim to be about, their mission statement, the overall feel, etc. And since they're going to put their best foot forward on their own website, be sure to also check out reviews online through Glassdoor or similar sites. You want to be prepared to explain why you'd like to work for their company when that opportunity arises. Write down those reasons. What is it that excites you about these guys? Is it a shared value? Is it that you know the commute would be easier? You love their schedule or work format, whether that be hybrid, remote, or on location? Or do you already know someone that works there and loves their job? You can then research individuals within that company, those who would be involved in hiring, as well as others who may know the ins and outs of the application process, as well as things like the environment of the workplace. If they are on LinkedIn, begin to connect with those individuals and start to like, share, or comment on posts that interest you. These small interactions build positive connections, making them a good resource for those times that you need additional information about an open position or someone to put in a good word for you. Once you've gotten to this point, it's a good idea to give yourself targets, which can be daily or weekly goals. This will help to keep up the momentum. These goals can be researching companies, applying for jobs, attending networking events, building specific skills that an employer is looking for, or building connections on LinkedIn. Applicant tracking systems compare the keywords in the job description to your resume or application and produce a match percentage. If you've ever applied online and almost immediately gotten a thanks but no thanks type of email, it was likely because you were not a high enough match. This is why it is so important to tailor each and every resume you submit. Submitting a tailored tech resume will also be a requirement in Module 3. You will have a checklist of sorts, and if you do not meet those requirements, you will be asked to revise and resubmit because we want to set you up for success as you begin to connect with employers. As you apply, you'll want to tweak each cover letter and resume you send to identify and include keywords and skills from that job posting, as well as keeping with a company's mission and vision. Doing this means you're going to need to be really organized with things like file naming so that the resume you send to one company doesn't get confused with the one you send to another company or for a different position within the same company. Titling a file something like your name, the company, position, and date is a good structure to use. This way you can always look back and see which information you submitted for that particular position. Keeping the job posting is also very important. Postings are generally taken down once the interview process begins. Saving that job post is a great reference for when preparing for that interview. It will refresh your memory on exactly what they are looking for in an employee. Creating a spreadsheet can also be very helpful. Adding columns for the company name, URL, the position you have applied for, salary if provided, Login information for that particular job board, and notes are all good pieces of information to collect as you apply. You can find an example spreadsheet in the student resource folder. The link to the student resource folder can be found in deliverables and resources at the top of your career readiness lessons page. The process of job search, tailoring your resume, and keeping organized can be a lot. So it is important that you put aside plenty of time to concentrate on each job application. At first, you may be spending an hour or two on one submission, but the more you do it, the easier and less time-consuming it will be. And remember, our employer relationship manager has a contact with many of the companies they post in the jobs channels on Slack. So be sure to let them know when you've applied. Or better yet, send your technical career coach that resume prior to applying to ensure that you're on the right path with your layout, wording, and such. Please do not wait until the day of the deadline to reach out for assistance if it can be helped. We will always try our best to accommodate, but there are times when we simply won't be able to get feedback sent your way on a tight time schedule. As always, reach out to your designated technical career coach with any questions on this topic or anything else covered in your career readiness lessons.